Say hi. Yeah, with me while I make a bookmark for an order that I'm trying to complete. Sometimes I just think about how when I was younger, around like 6th grade, 5th grade, my classmates, they used to tell me that I laughed like a witch and that I looked scary in the dark when we would turn the lights off in class. And I just think about that from time to time because I think that shit is so funny that I grew up to be a witch. So we're making a feather bookmark. It's a chakra bookmark. Got my little example is here. That's the interesting thing about life though. When you're going through it, the signs are there. Typically, you know, when we're kids, we're not really paying attention to that, which is why I think it's very important that parents should be knowledgeable about things, a lot of things, before they have kids, so that way they can pass that knowledge down to their kids, and so that they can be better equipped to provide for their child, and not just monetarily provide, but provide in other areas like intellect and wisdom, coping mechanisms. Like there's a lot of things that you pass down to your kids. And so, but if parents paid attention more, if they had this knowledge, then they would be able to help their kids tap into their gifts at a young age and do something with that. And that would really help not only that child in their personal life, but also it will help push the collective forward, because then they will start doing what they were brought here in the first place to do quicker. And that's important. We could really get somewhere with that. Why do you think they be trying to attack the babies now? You know, and try to brainwash the parents who are having the kids, so that everybody's brainwashed. Because they're just going to pass. If you have a parent that's brainwashed and don't really know what's going on, then what the heck do you think is going to happen to the kids? They're going to be the same way. At the same time, though, most of the time the signs, like I said, are already there. We know what we're supposed to do when we're young. It's just a matter of when we decide to do something about what we know that we're supposed to be doing while you were here. Some people figure it out earlier than a lot of other people, which is great. And honestly, in my opinion, it doesn't matter when you figure it out, as long as you figure it out. And when you do figure it out, you actually do something with it. That's what's most important to me. But we spend a lot of our 20s just returning back to what we already knew that we were even put here to do. I've noticed when I was younger, I like to do a lot of things like read, write poetry, write short stories, talk a lot. Big into physical fitness, running, things like that. Now, I do all those things now. Some of those things I stopped doing and I returned back to. And other things are things that I do because I need to do them in order to complete my mission. And now that I'm an adult, and because I've been studying this stuff, I'm fully aware that I'm doing exactly what I should be doing, which in a lot of areas are things that I've always been doing or have had a natural liking to. So that's that. We gotta put the feather at the end. So yeah, it's very interesting. So thank you, honestly. Thank you to those kids who used to call me a witch and say that I look like I could perform spells and shit. Because yes, I am a witch. And I do perform spells and magic. And my favorite way to share my magic with y'all is through making these fun crystal products for y'all. Whether that be bracelets, necklaces, bookmarks, lock charms. Because with everything, I set intentions. And that's how I bring the magic into your life. You have to set the intentions to activate the magic in your life. But I do the cleansing. I do the preparing. I do the intention setting. I do the channeling. You do the activation. That's how it works. So, yeah. But these are going out for order, y'all. Oh. There we go. So cute.